If you're a photographer or videographer, going on YouTube, you'll have the phrase "gear doesn't matter" rammed down your throat, invariably by hugely successful YouTubers who've got more gear than you could afford in a decade's worth of saving. Now, this is a hugely controversial statement, and I, for one, think it's an absolute load of shit. Now, to clarify, I completely understand that this is coming from a good place, and I don't recommend for 1 second that you put yourself into potential financial difficulty trying to buy the best gear on the market, and it's definitely not a shortcut to success. Having said that, as a professional photographer, gear absolutely does matter, and to say that it doesn't is to completely ignore the fact that photographic equipment has advanced hugely over the past decade or so, and all the benefits that those advancements have brought. Now, regarding photography in particular, you can take photographs on anything from the phone in your pocket right up to an absolute beast like a Hasselblad and everything in between, and there is a time and a place for all levels of cameras. Now, most photographers will start out either taking shots on their phone or with a small compact point and shoot, and then if and when they advance to becoming a hobbyist or even look to take photography on as a side hustle or as a career, they're automatically going to look to upgrade the equipment in the pursuit of progression. Now, this is where the lines get a bit blurry. See, rather than stating that gear doesn't matter, I believe that the message should be more along the lines of, while better gear can mean better image quality, it doesn't mean better photographs. As I said before, there is no shortcut to success, and you should only upgrade your equipment as you upgrade your skill set. The composition, editing, and the general mood or feeling of an image is far more important than how many megapixels the camera body was that you took it on, or whether it was shot at f1.4. However, it's undeniable that as you develop these, having access to better equipment to capture those images will give you better results. Now, if you're shooting portraits, you're going to want fast primes for that depth and that bokeh that can really make a subject stand out. If you're shooting sports, you're going to need a camera that's got a high frame rate in order to capture the action without missing the shot. If you're shooting nature or wildlife, you're going to need a fast telephoto or super telephoto lens in order to give you enough reach. And then if you're shooting weddings or commercial jobs where images might end up printed in huge sizes, you're going to need a large sensor to capture as much quality as you can in order to retain that quality when the image is blown up. Now, trying to do any of these on a phone or a compact camera or a bridge camera, it's not impossible, but it's a hell of a lot harder than it has to be. Now, having said that, this can go too far the other way, and I've seen a hell of a lot of beginner photographers spend a whole heap of cash on a full frame body and expensive glass before they've even worked on the fundamentals. Now, although some of the images that they'll produce with those may be great from a technical aspect, a great camera doesn't make a great photographer. So my advice is simple. Work on the basics, work on the fundamentals, get the most that you can from whatever gear that you have, and then when you find that it's the equipment holding you back, that's when you should look to upgrade, making sure that whatever it is that you're looking to upgrade is going to allow you to improve your work. Now, personally, I remember the difference that it made when I got my first full frame camera. I got a Canon 5D Mark III, and the difference that that made to me when I was shooting weddings inside dimly lit churches and venues, it didn't change how I took the images, but it improved the images that I was already taking by being so much better in low light. And that's a perfect example of what I'm saying. Get equipment that's going to make your work better from a technical standpoint. Don't be afraid to upgrade, just do it knowing that you're still going to have to put the work in on everything else. Now, taking into account everything that I've just said, of course upgrading gear isn't always possible, especially if you're starting out and especially given the last 12 months. And mastering the gear that you have will always be better than just trying to buy your way to success. But as I said, once you've hit that ceiling, you feel that that's what's holding you back. Progressing by upgrading is a part of the journey, and I feel that this is the message that those at the top should be expressing to their huge audiences. What are your thoughts on the matter? Let me know down in the comments below if you agree, if you disagree. I fully appreciate that there is no right answer with this, and everything that I've said is just my opinion. If you've enjoyed this video, please click like and also consider subscribing. But as always, I'll see you in the next video.